Okay, this is the Let's Play Nostalgialympics Week 4. I am your host, Delaz, and today I have a very special guest, 7-time Pokemon champion here, FreezingInfernos.
Hi, great to be here. Oh, you picked Totodile. That's an excellent choice. It's what I picked
Oh,
back
yes.
in my Johto days.
You always gotta go with the water starters, of course.
Of course, this is a little different from when I Pokemon battled in my days. I mean, back in my day, we just hit the Pidgey with a water gun. We didn't have all these colors coming at us. What is going on here?
Oh, well, this is the Pokemon Puzzle Challenge. See, I guess because of complaints of people saying that Pokemon was just a glorified rock, paper, scissors match, they decided to make things a little more cerebral, you know, and add in a bunch of colored blocks and stuff. It seems to be a altercation of this Japanese puzzle game, Panel de Pon. You may have heard of that. It's turned up in your resume before, I believe.
That's right. Panel de Pon for the Super Nintendo was reskinned for North America as Tetris Attack. A game that Let's Play Olympics original host Fat Kakashi is monstrously good at.
Who could forget 7 rounds, hard mode. Oh, but he's not the only one good at this, I guess. I'm not as good, but as you've noticed, I've set it to hard mode, and right now, I'm doing pretty well against this Pidgey.
Well, it's Pidgey. I mean, it's Pidgey, for God's sakes. They're not exactly the most deadly killers in the Pokemon animal kingdom.
Right. But
It's interesting how this game works, though. I mean, it does meld Pokemon and a competitive puzzle game rather well, I think.
yes, Panel de Pon is actually, I like it. But anyway, what you do is, you group together, colored
Thingy.
tiles in groups of 3, yeah, and grouping 4 or more, or setting up a chain will send garbage onto your opponent, like I just did right there.
Well, you can't really see that because we're on a tiny little Game Boy screen, but we're depleting the health of that poor Pidgey.
Yes. While in, like, console versions of this game, you actually can see the other players' playing field. Here you only have an HP bar.
Yeah. Not bad. Ooh, that's a big chain. Gee. Whoa!
Oh, yeah. I
Dang.
kind of got lucky there, but it all works out in the end.
Of course.
This life bar system was actually used in the Game Boy version of Tetris Attack.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was a Game Boy version, to be honest with you.
oh yeah, it was actually one of those games designed for the Super Game Boy where it had like a fancy border for the... But I mean, it wasn't really all that color. It wasn't as colorful as this here.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's Pikachu!
Yeah, on random occasions, a trainer will decide to challenge you depending on how well you do against the
Gym leaders.
the gym leaders, yeah. And well, since I got like I think a 6
yeah, something
tile
like that.
combo or something.
You got a 7
Yeah,
at some point, so that must count for this. So, you guys like, hey, fight my Pikachu. And, wow.
Yeah, this Pikachu, it's hard mode, so he's kind of a bastard. He'll, at random points, he'll send like 2 and 3 times garbage, and like with
More garbage
does
than
that a lot.
Garbodor.
Oh man. But you see, what the key to fighting him though is to just keep on top of your pieces, you know. When it gets too close to the top, maybe like abandon trying to get too technical. Just gotta remain calm, you know.
In my experience with playing this game, I really found that the best thing to do against this Pikachu is to go for chains, because they seem to do the most damage. Like, you get a 4 or a 5, it's probably going to take a pixel off his life bar, but if you manage to chain, it'll do significantly more.
Yeah, actually that's pretty much true with
Yeah, just watch here.
all of yeah.
See, it took a nice little chunk off that Pikachu's life bar there.
Yeah, and what I kind of like about this game though is that it gives you like a little more time to adjust your pieces before the pieces fall, so you can chain into like your
so you can
chains, I guess.
Yeah, just so you can get your shit together, pretty much is what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Essentially.
This is a really fun game, and I've kind of gotten addicted to it over the past week, which is alarming because, not to date the video or nothing, but the new Pokemon dropped last week, and I've been playing the ever-loving shit out of that. So that's impressive. This game could suck in my time like that.
And I wish I had Pokemon X and Y. All my friends have it, and I have a dinky PlayStation Vita. And I mean, who plays Persona 4 Golden? Seriously?
Yeah, man. Who needs Pokemon? I've got Jack Frost!
But they don't make Persona spin-off puzzle games, and I like puzzle games, so...
Man, Atlas, if you're listening, you need to get on that. Yeah, the Pokemon.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, fighting game that was pretty good, but the real money's the puzzle games, you know.
Yeah, that's trash wise. But Pokemon is a bit of a nostalgic one. I mean, I really liked it. I've liked it since like 1998. I mean, if I could briefly tell a little story here, I remember we got satellite TV back in like 1998, and I turned on the TV, and this show called Pokemon was on, and some electric rat was getting his shit kicked by a fire-spitting monster in a volcano, and I was like, what is this shit? I need more of it. And I've been here ever since. So, who's your favorite Pokemon? Celeste?
Oh, well, back in the Generation 1 days, it used to be Pikachu, but I mean, after this game, I really shouldn't need to say anything else, but, I don't really have much of a favorite Pokemon now. I mean, I still play every now and then. I have Pokemon Black,
Yeah.
play a little bit of that, but, I mean,
I've got a lot of
don't
favorites myself, if you care enough to hear about it.
Oh, go right ahead.
You're just killing this
Challenge.
Kakuna. I mean, it's no big deal.
It's kind of hard not
in the
to
old
do.
days, back in Gold and Silver, this generation, as it were, because Pokemon Puzzle Challenge is based on the second generation here. We just beat Bugsy of the Azalea Gym. But
Yes.
I really liked the Pokemon Ampharos, which is an evolution of an electric sheep, and it was pretty neat. I like electric Pokemons a lot, see? And then in Black and White there was a Pokemon called Joltik, which is basically an electric spider, and it's adorable as shit.
That electric flying squirrel thingy.
Oh,
What was it called?
Emolga.
I love that thing.
He's kind of cute, yeah. And then in X and Y, I actually had a really great favorite. Incidentally, I was using a Pikachu, though, which I think this guy was using my Pikachu, because my Pikachu was a destructor of worlds. I was really a fan of a Pokemon called Golurk, a ground ghost type, a giant golem giant... Oh, I just said giant twice in a row, but he's big! And he punches things, and they die. He's great.
Ah, that one originated in Black and White, I believe, didn't
Yeah,
it?
he did, yeah.
It was like a ghostly golem thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
But yeah, Black and White really added a lot of cool ones. But Gold and Silver,
Yeah.
I will always hold a passion for, because that was the first time I really got into the Pokemon, when it was brand new. Like, Pokemon Blue, when I got it, it was a year or so old, but Gold and Silver I bought fresh, and I thought, oh, hey, the grass Pokemon was the best against the gyms before, so I'll pick Chikorita, and then it kind of was horrible against the first two gyms. But you managed to beat him with Totodile, who's my preferred favorite now of the Gold and Silver starters. How about you?
Well, I usually tend to go with Cyndaquil. myself when I'm
He's
going
okay.
on. Yeah.
He's pretty decent.
But I mean, like for generations 1 and 3, I typically go with the water types, you know.
Squirtle and the Mudkip. Yeah.
Squirtle and the Mudkip guy.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, on Generation 3, I'm kind of mixed up. It's a toss-up between Mudkip and Fire Chick thing.
No, not Trika. Torchic.
Yeah.
I know too goddamn much about Pokemon, everybody.
I should know a little bit more about Pokemon. That's kind of my generation thing.
Yeah, I'm like an old man. I don't know why I know so much about Pokemon, because I had young friends.
Because it's freaking awesome, that's why.
Yes, no shame. I'm like that black man who posted a video about Black and White. He's like, Pokemon Black and White off the fucking chain! I love Pokemon! It's like the best video.
So here we have Ghastly over here. I think his trainer's Morty or something.
You are correct! Morty from Equity City. You're kind of skipping over the dialogue just to fit more puzzle game in there, which is fine. But...
Well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's a freaking puzzle game. I mean, what kind of storyline is there really going to be other
Become the Pokemon Puzzle Master. That's the plot of this game.
Right.
And it's a varied, incredible deviation from the original Pokemon Gold and Silver, which is become the Pokemon Master.
Well, yeah, I mean, different story warrants different methods, of course.
Exactly.
And this guy I don't think takes very long to defeat. He's certainly not as... I don't think he's as challenging as that Pikachu we had before.
Yeah, that Pikachu was a monster. That Pikachu was as hard as, like, the Elite Four or something, or one of the later generators. Incidentally, how far have you made it in this game on a hard mode?
I got up to... what's his face? Chuck. The guy with the primate.
Yeah.
But I've never really lost him. I just kind of quit after doing this video.
Yeah. Well, I actually beat the game on hard.
Oh.
And you know, there's a super hard that unlocks when you beat it, and I don't think I'm gonna do that. Hard was enough for me. That's fine.
Crap. But while playing this, I've also been doing a lot of. You've heard of Planet Puzzle League, the DS iteration of this?
Oh yeah,
series?
I heard of it in my research. I never heard of it before this week, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's well, it doesn't have as much, I guess, personality as this or like the Super Nintendo game. It's like got that generic techno-y feel.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you mean. Yeah.
And it's also hard as balls.
Yeah.
I've played. There's a garbage battle mode against the computer similar to this, and it too has a hard mode. Holy crap! It makes Pikachu look like a small yellow rat.
Oh man. There's one there's one port I really remember is the Game Boy Advance one, which bundled a generic sort of Puzzle League match blocks things with a Dr. Mario. And I'm all for Dr. Mario, man. So
actually, when I first figured that one, when I first got my Game Boy Advance, the first game I got was Dr. Mario, but for the NES Classic series.
Oh, it's not
and
bad
like
choice.
shortly, yeah, I mean, it was great because I could play with people and they didn't have to have the cartridge or anything. But shortly thereafter, they released the Dr. Mario Puzzle League 2-pack, and I thought, man, I'm an idiot. I should have waited for that.
You know what my first GBA game was?
Oh, what?
Pokemon Sapphire! Oh my god, we're bringing it back! Man, look how on topic we are. We're Sapphire.
So topical.
Yeah, so topical. And you're pretty great at this game, though.
Yeah. I won't say puzzle games are my forte, but I played a crap ton of Puyo Puyo back in high school.
Oh yeah, Puyo is stunning.
And my anime club back in the day actually had like a puzzle game tournament that I ran, so I kind of have experience with that.
Well, looks like we're about out of time here.
I know, and we just got to Chuck over here. But, I mean, it's been fun. This game's fun. You should definitely try it out if you have a
Absolutely.
Game Boy Color. This has been Zalaz and
And me.
Freezing Inferno.
Hi.
Yes.
I was here
And,
too.
well, we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.